Hey guys, it's KB here. I was gonna run a couple of nightmare modes and see if we can get some perfect games on Phasmophobia. If anybody likes watching this kind of stuff, let me know. Or if you guys want to see some challenges, I can also do some of those. For now, we're gonna run 3 matches, and we're gonna do the small maps. Let's just hop into the first one and see how it goes. So, one of the first things I want to do when we get inside, of course, get the breaker on. What I usually like to take, could probably take thermo with us. Let's take a camera, and we'll take a EMF. We don't start with the power on, so I want to get that going first. I want to bring the camera in case we see orbs. I don't really need a flashlight just yet because I could just use the camera. So let's go get that started. And you can kind of just check around. This is nightmare mode, so we are only going to get 2 evidences, which should be fine. Hopefully the first one is orbs. Breaker's in the garage. I'm not seeing anything over here. Oh, there it is. Orbs right off the rip. We know the ghost room is going to be in the laundry room. Let's go ahead and go grab the rest of our equipment. So I did touch the door, so I'm going to make sure we take some UV this time. We'll just grab a ghost book and dot. Let's see if we can catch that door. I know we have quite a bit of time to see if it has UV on it. And while we're at it, we'll grab our camera so we can start taking photos on the next entrance. Pretty sure it was this door. Is it this one? Alright, not catching anything, so let's just put this down for a second. Gonna just set it up nicely like this, so if it does happen to touch this door, the UV light should pull it up if I do this correctly. Should be good enough. Alright, we'll put the... Can we put the dots on the ceiling in here? No, we could probably put it right about here. Crouch, put it right about here. Okay, and then we'll just throw the book down. Let's go grab some more evidence. Okay, we want our photo camera, and grab the spirit box. And let's see, what else can we grab? I think all the evidence is already in there. Let's go ahead and bring some salts. I don't think it could be a wraith. It can't be a wraith, but we can get some photos with that. And I think that's all we can carry for now. And turn on the light to the kitchen because it's going to be our looping area. I'll just throw some on this door and some on this door. Immediately walked into salt. Let's see if we get some UV on that. Still nothing, which is fine, but at least we get a photo. Should be able to throw the last piece of salt on there. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously it can't be a wraith. Just touch the light. Or was that a ghost event? No, I don't think that was a ghost event. I don't think it's gonna give us UV. We can't cross it out though, because it is nightmare mode. Ghost is just hiding the evidence, so can't really do that. EMF 2. Let's go ahead and check spirit box. I did forget that I have the text to chat off. I can turn it off in the next game, but it is spirit box. Okay, so these are our 2. So we have Mare, Yokai, or Onryo. Or, of course, it could always be a mimic. So, do want to keep an eye out on temperatures. The way that we would know it was a mimic is it would have UV, freezing temps, ghost orbs, or spirit box. You would have 3 of these because technically ghost orbs doesn't count as it doesn't count as evidence. I'll make sure that photo actually went through. Okay, so we could do a couple tests to see what this is. If it's a mare, it's gonna be playing with the lights. Go ahead and get that ghost photo. It might be a mare because it's starting to roam into rooms where it's darker. So how we know it's a mare, we could actually we could test for the light switch. It should turn off the light switch immediately after we press it. It's gonna be like a second or two later. And that would be like a straight indicator of it doing that. Other ghosts can also do it, but the mare is more likely to do it. Mare can also hunt at 60% sanity. If the lights are off in the ghost room, so we could try that method. Yokai, we just have to be talking inside of the ghost room, or we would have to check to see if it's kind of dumb during the hunt and won't pay attention to us or our electronics. Onryo is going to be the test that I go for immediately, because all I have to do is burn 3 candles and it should hunt immediately after. So we're going to grab our crucifix, we're going to grab a candle and a smudge. And this is also going to be how we farm our photos. And then while we're doing this, we could check out what our challenges are. We could get those knocked out. And I could also go look for the bone as well. Let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to want to hold our camera. Let me go find the bone real quick while it does this. It did. Okay, get a photo of that. We can also see what our cursed object is. Once we get all the objectives done and we find the bone, then we should be able to cleanse the area. The ghost, have you remember when it's a ghost event, I didn't get close enough for that to count, so that's kind of unfortunate. If it does another one, I'll probably just run straight into the ghost. Let's go find that bone real quick. Oh, here it is, right on top of the trash can. I've actually never seen it spawn here before. Okay, it has not touched this light, not a single time. Okay, let's see though. Oh, it does it as soon as I say that. That's insane. It's going to be our first candlelight. We're going to do 2 more. And these are just tests that we could do before we actually get a hunt. The only one that we can actually test during a hunt is going to be the yokai, so I'd rather get this one knocked out so we can make it a little 50-50, essentially. Could play around with the lights while we wait. The ghost was just in here, so doing the mirror test wouldn't be a bad idea. It just flicked on a light. That's actually something that the mirror can't do. The mirror cannot turn on lights at all. So we know it's not a mirror. Oh, we should be checking for UV as well, because we need to double check and make sure that it's not a mimic. I don't think it's gonna be a mimic. We still haven't gotten freezing temps, nor have we gotten UV at all. Okay, and then we don't need a photo of the ghost, so we could just take any photo next, and it'll still be considered a perfect game. Perfect games just need to be all 3-star photos. Doesn't even need to be a bone photo. I'm kind of just trying to chill for a bit, wait to see if we can figure out if it's on real or not, and then we can get the challenges done. We're gonna have to force a hunt for the challenges. Let's see if a hiding spot is open for us. Yeah, we actually can use this as a hiding spot. We'll just take this as our last photo. We don't have to worry about that anymore. It's really weird that it's hanging out over here. I also kind of want to see what our cursed object is. I didn't check. Is it a monkey paw? Did it just touch a door? Yeah, it did just touch a door. Okay. It really does not like the lights. This is really weird. Don't understand why it's doing everything but turning this off. I might just force the hunt. Might be getting yokai vibes, to be honest. Maybe if I try just talking in the room a lot, see if it starts to hunt or something. I'm gonna hold my smudge out just in case. That is one way to get the yokai to come out. It can hunt early. So I'm gonna also play around with the spirit box. Maybe I can get, oh yeah, the spirit box. Lights need to be turned off.
An attack. From
Again,
behind.
I'll probably, oh, is he right behind me?
Taken away. 4.
Did he just cut the breaker? We're checking for yokai or Onryo. We also need to get a ghost event, which I'm not sure how long that's going to take. Hopefully it happens sometime soon. Definitely was being more active when I was talking on the spirit box, so let's continue doing that. There's third candle blowout. No hunt from what I can see. Alright, then more than likely we are probably dealing with a yokai. So I'm gonna see if I could get it to burn this crucifix if I just keep talking through the spirit box. Still the same ghost room, I can see my own breath. I'm just curious as to why he's not responding to us. And why he's wandering around. Oh, there he goes. My sanity should be relatively low. Let's go ahead and... Okay, so when we end up smudging it, it should force mirror interactions, and then hopefully that could be how we get our ghost event. So I'm gonna grab a second smudge. Let's see if we could actually see the ability of the ghosts during the hunt. My sanity should be fairly low. If anything, like I said, we can go find that first object. Maybe it's the spirit box. Not the spirit box, the music box, which it is not. It's not the mirror. Is it tarot cards? It is tarot cards. Okay, hopefully these don't kill me instantly. The hermit, I'm actually not sure what that does. Here's our ghost event. Thank you very much. Oh, does that not count? Oh, no, it's escape a ghost from a hunt. Okay. That should have killed our sanity quite a bit. Okay. Can pull another one. I'm just very scared to get the hangman, and then this run's just gonna be over. The tower. Wheel of Fortune. I think that makes a interaction occur. And now we're in our range. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the crucifix from the room. Turn on a couple lights. Actually, let's leave this here for just a second. Let's get set up. Okay. Now we're going to take the crucifix from the room. Go set it over here. And we should be able to do everything within the same hunt, so it shouldn't be an issue. It's going to be using the kitchen table, the table as kind of like a blocking the line of sight. And I'm going to see if I can get its attention by activating my walkie-talkie. That seemed like it started off really fast, actually. I'm going to have to double check for... I need to double check to see if it's not actually a mimic. Because this is definitely a Hantu. So, dang it, I did escape it, but let me see if I cleanse the area. We did. Okay, I'm going to start my timer. We're going to have to double check to see if it's freezing temps, because that is not a yokai. Let's see. Yeah, that's freezing temps. We actually have a mimic. That is insane for a first game. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so the reason why we were able to tell that it wasn't actually a yokai and it actually is a mimic is because, like I was saying before, this is nightmare mode where you're actually going to get two evidences, but there is the occurrence where you'll get a third evidence, which makes it a mimic because technically our two evidences are freezing temps and spirit box, but we got ghost swords because that's not considered evidence, it's actually considered its ability. And then the reason why we were able to tell that it's not a yokai is because during the hunt, I activated my walkie-talkie. Ghost came straight toward me, and another telltale sign was in colder rooms, the Hantu actually moves faster in colder rooms, and it moves slower in hotter rooms, or yeah, warmer rooms, and also it never picks up speed. So if you saw during the hunt, it didn't. It had line of sight of me, of course. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got our objective, and it didn't speed up at all. So it was just a mimicking onto.
Welcome back.
And there we go.
I've got some
We got a
tools ready
mimic.
for you.
And we also got a perfect investigation, which is nice. Alright, let's go ahead and go to Willow Street. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. There is an occasion where you will get the demon to hunt immediately when you walk into the door, but honestly, if that happens, it happens. So I'm gonna take the same setup. We're gonna take our EMF, take our temps, and we're gonna take the video camera. Make sure you don't forget your lighter on the way in. It's not always gonna be ghost orbs, but when it is, it's probably the fastest way to figure out where the ghost room is. Oh, there you go, ghost orbs. And it touched the door immediately, so before we turn on the breaker, I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab all my stuff. We're just gonna grab another load of stuff. I also want to grab the UV light just in case it is UV. Okay, so I'll grab this, and grab this, and we'll grab this. And the dots will light up the room for us, which will be really nice. Getting an active ghost too. Probably not a shade. Shade doesn't really like to do anything when you're in the room with it. Not getting UV. Okay, so we can throw all of our stuff down really quickly. Can you do the ceiling in this room? No, not at all. So let's just throw this over here for now. Also, sitting in the house in the dark, probably not a good idea, so let's go ahead and find that breaker. It's gonna be in the basement. Oh, that's actually not the ghost room. This little hallway is the ghost room. I thought it was the kitchen. Alright, breaker is on. We could also probably check for the bone while we're down here so we don't have to run back down here. As long as I see it, I can always come back with the camera and take a photo very quickly. I don't see it, and we have it sitting in the dark. This is nightmare mode, so your sanity does drain fairly quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get some lights on. Okay, we know this is the ghost room, so I don't need camera anymore. Let's go ahead and mark ghost orbs just so we don't forget. The light is over here. Let's move all of our equipment as well. I should have checked for EMF while I was in here, but I was rushing to get that. To get the UV, just because you have a limited amount of time. Let's do... We could actually set up both of them. We'll just do one on each side. This is fine. We'll go ahead and put this by the door. It could be, can it be an obake? It could be an obake. Obakes have a chance to actually hide their, the fingerprints, so I still don't want to rule that out just yet. Let's grab a book. Let's check the temps while we're in here. See where it is. 4.2, not bad. Go ahead and grab the keys while we're over here as well. We already got most of our equipment in there, so let's go ahead and grab this. It's ghost orbs again, so don't have to worry about it being a wraith, but you can use the salt for photos and stuff. Ghost says enter the room. Let's see, we can set this up on this side. should be covering the majority of the room now. Not bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and check for spirit box while our sanity is still pretty high. Pretty sure it just flicked on. What did you do? It flicked the light? Did it flick it on and then flick it immediately off? What it sounded like. Okay. Oh, I'm not getting UV. I should have took my photos, but no, it's not a big deal. We'll get plenty of photos. Let's go grab some more stuff while we wait. It can't be a Goryo, right? Yeah, not a Goryo. We can go ahead and grab our salts. Let's grab a crucifix in case it's our early hunting ghost. And then we can grab smudge. We'll leave the smudge. And we'll just take a candle. I'll go find the bone while we wait for our evidence to come in. Let's get that in here. Start rolling out ghosts as well. By just having this equipment in here. Okay. Let's go get that bone very quickly. We're also gonna go ahead and check for a hiding spot in this back room. If not, we're gonna check in the garage in case it's one of the ones where we have to listen for their sound, their footsteps. All right, we got the bone. Nice. Is there a hiding spot in here? Not this time. Not a big deal. Blow out a candle. It could still be an on reel like last time, so we're gonna go ahead and pay attention to that. That is the first candle blow up. Okay, let's check all of our evidence again. Temperatures, breathing temps. Okay, so we can't. It's very unlikely for us to probably get a mimic twice in a row, but you never know. So.
It's all in one.
And we got a mimic twice in a row. This is probably one of the most rarest things I've ever had happen. We got the same evidence again. Freezing temps, ghost orbs, and spirit box. Which makes it a mimic yet again. Okay, the only thing that makes it scary is, let's see what our objective is. Get an average sanity of 25%, have your member escape the ghost zone. Okay. So let's go find the cursed object. I might just force a cursed hunt. Cursed hunts just usually add about 20 seconds on top of, does this count as a hiding spot? It's probably not the best hiding spot. But... Okay, and we got the Ouija board. This should be pretty easy to start a curse hunt. Okay, and then this should kill my sanity as well. So I'm just gonna ask it a couple questions. I forgot how much sanity it drops. Let's go ahead and turn this off. It's kind of annoying. Let's go grab our... Let's go ahead and grab the smudges. We're gonna grab 2 of them. Such as an extended hunt, and I don't know what ghost it's going to be. We just want to be extra careful. When we drop our sanity down, say the mimic happens to mimic a Morai, I don't need to be getting chased by a very fast ghost and getting killed. That would be very unfortunate. We already know what the ghost is, so I might just take advantage of the salt. And it's not mimicking a wraith right now, so let's go ahead and get our photos. We're gonna keep the crucifix down until we get our photos, then we'll force the curse on. How many is that? Is that 3 already? Photos. This one didn't count. We could delete up to 2, so that's not a big deal. There we go. Now I'm gonna just place this down. The salt. We're gonna grab that actually, because we're not holding it. Okay, and then now we're going to get the salt photos. We could farm a couple, maybe of these, for the candles. Let me grab some more candles. hurry up and get that photo before we run out of time. We actually get it that time? Yes, we did. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to light both of these really quickly. It's like the third one as well. This should speed up the process for us getting our photos. And then we got our lighter. Okay, perfect. Need our lighter to light the smudges. I am not trying to get caught out. Like, I've done it before and it's very depressing. What did you touch? Through something. Actually not sure what it threw, so let's not take a random photo. I'm sure it was something on his desk, but just in case. Like I was saying before, you don't need to get a photo of the ghost unless your challenge, of course, is to get a photo of the ghost. So this shouldn't take very long. There we go. Pretty active ghost. We could be draining our sanity while we're waiting. We have to get a hunt anyway. There is another photo. It does not want to walk through the salt. The salt would definitely make this a lot faster. Oh, and then see how it blew out their candles as well, so you already know. It's not an Onryo, unless it was a mimic trying to be an Onryo. Door touch. And then walk through the salt. That's all of our photos. Okay, we are fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask the ghost a couple questions. Let's go ahead and set this down. And then what were our challenges again? Hold on. Escape a ghost hunt and get 25% sanity. Okay. Well, just in case this ghost wants to act funny, we'll just take 3 smudges just to be safe. Really shouldn't need more than 1, but should be fine. No sense in dying when you already got all the evidence together. That was actually a hiding spot in the living room. It's actually pretty easy hiding spot. We're gonna run into it that way. Kill some of our sanity. Not gonna lie, it gave me a little bit of a jump scare. Was not ready for it to be breathing in my ear like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the Ouija board. I don't know which type of ghost it was. If it was mimicking an Oni, it could have drained a lot more sanity. They drain about 20 sanity when you do a ghost event, especially when you run directly into it like that. All right, let's see. We could ask it how sane am I. Said good, so we must be at least above 50. Let's see. How old are you? Where's the bone? Peace, everybody, and there we go. Our sanity is cooked. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and light up our rooms that we're gonna be in. Oh, it broke the light in here. Okay, well that's not a big deal. We can see fairly well. So let's go ahead and get it to hunt. I'm gonna just, oh my god, okay. It is hunting like crazy. Let's throw one of these down. We don't even need the other lights on. Let's just move it out of the way. I just don't want it to spawn on top of me, so we're gonna put this right here. Gonna get it to look at me, and then I'm gonna go straight to the hiding spot. And that should give us the, oh, actually we don't have enough. Oh, there's our 25%. All right, here it comes. Where did it go? Did it go straight into the basement? Come on, I know you can hear me. I'm just not trying to get baited. Okay, there we go. Smudged it. Let's go and get to our hiding spot. Gonna keep this in our hand just in case. Actually, I think it might be over already. Okay, nice. Thank God we got it to come back up the stairs, otherwise we would have had to go through another hunt. I'm not sure what ghost it was imitating. Probably one of the normal speed ones. But we are good to go, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Pretty sure we got all of our photos. We found the bone. Challenges are done. Yep. Perfect game, and it's a mimic.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
There it is. All right. Let's wrap it up with let's do a ridge view. Okay, we're loaded in. We're gonna probably go with the same loadout, just because it makes it super easy. These are just all ways to find the ghost room. I'm not sure if we're gonna get lucky and get ghost orbs 3 times in a row. There's no way we get mimic three games in a row. That's so rare. So let's see. We got everything. Yep. Let's go ahead and get in there. Okay. Let's check this out. I'm gonna go straight to the garage and see if the breaker's in there. Breaker's in the garage. Perfect. Okay, and then while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and check for bone, and we're gonna check for ghost orbs on the way out. I think that's the bone. No, it actually threw a cup. Okay, this might be the ghost room. I think I just saw my breath, but we did just turn the breaker on, so it could be. No, this is ghost room. Okay, perfect. The lights on in here. Actually, let's double check for orbs. I wasn't very thorough. Okay, it is ghost orbs. And thank God we double checked. If we get a mimic 3 times in a row, that is going to be absolutely insane. I think the turning on the computer means that it can't be a mirror. It is ghost orbs. I'm pretty sure this counts as not being a mirror. It can show fingerprints on it, so let's go ahead and go grab our stuff and see if we can find that. We're gonna grab UV. Let's go ahead and get the book, and let's get spirit box. I'm not seeing fingerprints on there, but thank you for touching the door. Make it easy on my part. Okay, we're not getting fingerprints. Temperatures are pretty low. Keep storing stuff. We should probably get a photo camera right here. Let's go ahead and check spirit box where our sanity is still good. Maybe the ghost isn't in here, or probably might not just be that. No, he's definitely in here. He's touching stuff. Oh, he's writing in the book. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we got our 2 evidences. Because it's not one of the 4 that we mentioned before, which is UV, freezing temps, ghost orbs, and spirit box, it cannot be a mimic, so we could take that out. It just turned on the computer, so I'm pretty sure that counts for it not being a mare. So we have Revenant and we have They. They can hunt early, but since we're gonna be hanging out in the ghost room, it's actually gonna age. So let's go see what our cursed object is, because we can actually do a fun trick to find out if it is that. We already have the evidence, so we don't need that. Let's grab our photo camera. Let's grab a crucifix in case it hunts early, and let's grab a heart for pictures. I'm gonna walk around with the crucifix. I do not want it spawning on top of me. Okay. And we can take a photo of the ghost writing, which is very nice. Let's go find the bone while we wait for stuff. We can also check to see if the Ouija board is somewhere around here. I don't necessarily remember the spawn locations for all of them on this map, but I'm pretty sure the Ouija board is in the garage or in the basement. So let's go check that out. I'm gonna check for bone while we're down here. Oh, wait, yeah. We didn't find it yet. Oh, this is very dark. I can't see anything. I don't want to have to run all the way back to the truck, so we're gonna just actually caught that on the way back, which is very nice. Alright, let's be careful too. We don't want to get caught with our pants around our ankles, and we also don't have a smudge on us. There's a hiding spot in the basement, but I don't think this is where I'm going to be going. I don't see the bone down here, so let's go check out. It's probably upstairs, to be honest. Also, I didn't see the Ouija board. I'm not sure if that's where it's supposed to be. I don't think this is a ghost. Yeah. Okay. I was about to say, I think we might have been cooked. That definitely drained some of my sanity. And the they can hunt early, so we got to be careful. Let's go ahead and grab a smudge just in case. Should have caught a picture while I was there. Oh my god, I thought we were cooked. We'll also grab salt while we're here. Oh, I need to check my objectives as well. We might have like a parabolic or something. Capture a photo of the ghost. We could do that during a hunt. Cleanse the area of the ghost with incense. Prevent a hunt with a crucifix. All doable task. Let's go ahead and put the salt down. Blew out the candle yet again, but I wasn't here for it. Okay, we're gonna go find that bone real quick. Oh, there's the bone. Perfect. I know how to go look for that. I do want to find the cursed object though. So I know it wasn't, definitely not ritual, which is fine. I think tarot card spawns on this table. Let's see. Just threw something. Let's get all of our photos real quick. Gotta be careful, we do need a ghost photo. Okay, and then we need 3 more photos. Oh, what's up, Hunter? How you doing, bro? Got a picture of him? Let's go. Cut the breaker off. Oh, you just got off work, man? Nah. I know you're probably ready to go relax, that's for sure. I think that's our last photo. Okay, let's see. I want to get this photo out of the way before I force the hunt. We actually don't need to force... Actually, no, we do need to force the hunt. My sanity should be cooked by now. I'm thinking that this is a... Yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to lean more toward a revenant. Because usually the more you chill in the room, the they is actually going to get less active. More like a shade. 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. Oh, that shift sounds like crazy. That's not bad though. You going to sleep or are you just getting... You going to sleep or you gonna stay up? Okay, stay up. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I was like, I'm almost... Okay, to finish this out though, just so you guys can hear what's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the parabolic. So there's 2 things. So the Thay is either it hunts early and it's super fast because it's young, or it is gonna be a revenant, and in that case, it's gonna move very slow when it has no line of sight. And then as soon as it gets line of sight of us, it's gonna go very fast. So what we probably could do is we can get the line of sight, we could cleanse with the smudge after preventing with the crucifix. That should give us our last 2 objectives and we can get out of here. I'm not responding to that. There's a crucifix bird. That was a ghost event. That sounded just like a ghost hunt. It's terrible. Okay. We can go ahead and move the crucifix. We want to force the hunt now, of course. I'm just going to place it on top of me because I do not want to die by getting insta-hunted. It's playing the piano. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to listen on the parabolic, listen to the sound of the speed. That's going to tell us which ghost it is, whether it's a revenant or if it's they. I don't know 100% about the computer. So if it's a normal walk speed, then it's going to be a mare. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of these two. Just turned off the light. Or did it turn on the light? It should hunt any moment now. Do they have the potato on this map as well? Probably shouldn't have my back turned with the parabolic on. This thing muffles sound. Come on. Doing everything but hunting. This is actually insane. There's no way my sanity isn't already at 0. I ate like 5 ghost events back to back. Got all our photos, right? All 3 stars and the ghost photo. Do you see how slow that is? It's definitely a revenant. So we need to cleanse the area, so I'm going to let it see me. It's going to speed up really fast. Oh my god. Okay. That should be the last one. Yep. As long as I get lucky and it doesn't run into me, we should be fine. I think it went upstairs. Alright, let's get out of here. I think that should be good. We should have a perfect investigation. Yeah, I didn't think it was a they, especially after all of that activity he was doing. Like I say, usually, at least from my experience, the they doesn't get more active the longer that you're in the ghost room. It actually becomes less active, and it would have been that slow, but it wouldn't have sped up toward us when it saw us. All right, but that was 3 games that I was gonna play on nightmare mode. I appreciate anybody that was here to see it. I hope you guys have a great day.